Maths Masterclass with Leo. Today we are doing what we call Laplace transform. So this is the third video on Laplace transform. Laplace transform, right? And today, in the previous videos we did up to here. So we did prove that really indeed Laplace of 1 is equals to 1 over s, Laplace of k is k over s, and Laplace of e to the power 80 is 1 over s minus a, and Laplace of sin 80 is equals to a over s squared plus a squared. So today we are starting with proving that cos 80 or Laplace of cos 80 is equals to s over s squared plus a squared, right? So given that f of t is equals to cos of 80, so we would know that the Laplace of cos of 80, this will be equals to the integral from 0 to infinity of e to the power 80, right, cos of 80 dt, right? And then we can see that this is a this requires us to use integration by parts. So just draw a table first to do that, to do integration by parts. Okay, here's our table. We have our plus, our minus, and our plus, and then this is differentiation, this is integration. Then our detail, what does our detail say? Our detail says we must differentiate, trig, and integrate exponentials, right? So in this case, we're gonna say this is cos of 80, which is what? Differentiation, and e to the power minus st, this is integration. When we differentiate this, it is going to give us negative a sine of 80, right? And then differentiate it one more time, it is going to give us negative a squared sine a cos of 80, right? And then integrate this, is going to give us e to the power minus st over negative s. Integrate it for the second time, it's going to give us e to the power minus st over s squared, right? We can't go further because we're not going to have a 0 here. So we deal with this, what we have here. So we're going to multiply this and that, multiply this and that, and finally multiply this and that, right? So this will give us, if we integrate the integral of e to the power minus st cos of 80, this will give us, the first thing is going to be negative e to the power negative st, right, over s cos of 80, right? Secondly, we will have negative of negative, this is positive, multiply by this, it's going to be plus e to the power minus st over s squared a sine of 80, right? Finally, we will have negative a squared. Okay, let me start with that e. We're going to have negative e to the power minus st over s squared, right? Then a squared cos of 80, right? Then let me just erase this table because we're not going to need it anymore. We are done with this table. Okay, so best way to integrate by parts, use a table. Okay, let's remove that detail. Okay, now this will be the integral. Taking this to the other side, I'm going to have the integral of e to the power minus st cos of 80 plus the integral of e to the power minus st over s squared a squared cos of 80. Right, this is equals to, I can just simplify this using the LCM method. Then I can see that my lowest common multiple will be s squared. Then s into s squared, it will leave x. Then s, we're going to have s multiplied by e to the power negative st cos of 80. Right? Then s squared into s squared goes once, and then 1 times e to the power minus st is going to be e to the power minus st. Then a multiplied by sine of 80. Right? Then this here, I can take out a common factor of e to the power minus st, or the integral of e to the power minus st cos of 80. Right? The integral of e to the power minus st cos of 80 into 1. This is going to give me 1 plus this is going to be a squared over s squared. This is equivalent to e minus s e to the power minus st cos of 80 plus e to the power minus st multiplied by a sine of 80 all over s squared. All over s squared, right? Then after that, I have the integral of e to the power minus st cos of 80, right, into, I can simplify this, which will give me s squared here. Then this is s squared plus a squared, right? And this is equivalent to minus s e to the power minus st cos of 80 plus e to the power minus st multiplied by a sine of 80 all over s squared. And when I divide by this, it's going to be s squared over s squared plus a squared. What did I do? I just did the reversal of that. Same thing applies this side. It will be s squared over s squared plus a squared. This guy and this guy, they will cancel. Let's go to the next page. On the next page, the integral of e to the power minus st cos of 80. This is equivalent to negative s squared, or negative s, not squared, but negative s, was it e to the power minus st cos of 80, right? Plus, this is e to the power minus st, if I remember well, multiplied by a sine of 80, right? All divided by s squared plus a squared. Let's just check one more time. Check if okay. We wrote everything well. Over here, this and this will cancel. Then we have this underneath. Okay, it's fine. Now the next step, is to, we're told that it must be in between 0 and infinity. So we can do that. 0 and infinity, right? And then I can take out a common factor here. I can take out a common factor, not a common factor, but I can remove this fraction. Sorry about that. Can remove this fraction by taking out s squared plus a squared out. This will be 1 over s squared plus a squared. Outside the bracket, this will be minus s e to the power minus st cos of 80 plus e to the power minus st multiplied by a sine of 80. And this from 0 to infinity. Then I can now substitute. This. This will be 1 over s squared plus a squared, right? Then into negative s e to the power minus s into infinity cos of a into infinity, then plus e to the power minus s into infinity multiply a sine of into infinity, sine of a into infinity. Where there's t, substitute infinity. Okay, a into infinity, right? Subtract what? Subtract. Let's do that. Use two brackets. Okay, subtract minus s e to the power minus s into 0, right? Cos of a into 0, right? Plus sine or e plus e to the power minus s into 0 multiplied by a sine of a into 0, right? This part, this one, all of it is out. Why? Because e to the power infinity is 0, right? E to the power infinity is 0. This will give us 0. The whole part will give us 0. Then we are left with 1 over s squared plus a squared, right? Into negative. Which negative are we talking about? This outside. Into, again, into what? Into negative. So this part is going to give us 1, right? Which is actually negative 1. And this part, sine of 0, it's 0. So it's going to cancel everything here, which will give us 0. Then this is plus 0. Then we have, but remember, this is 1, but we also have s. So it's going to be 1 multiplied by s, or s multiplied by 1. So in this case, we can have s here, right? And then this will give us s over s squared plus a squared, which is this here. I hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, share the content with your friends. See you in the next video. Tango!